morning Year 5, Mr. Judge here. A lot of you messaged me in Class Dojo yesterday requesting that I just do a little bit of learning on algebra, as many of you haven't touched this in your maths lessons already. Okay? The key word I want to talk to you about first is this, inverse. Okay? Inverse is effectively the opposite operation of something that you have calculated. I'm going to give you an example just to demonstrate what I mean. Very simple to start off with. Okay, so I've calculated, using all my brain power, 6 plus 3 equals 9. To check my answer, I'm going to do the inverse, the opposite. So the opposite of addition would be subtraction. So I'd take that biggest number, I would take that 9, and I would take away either one of 6 or 3, just to check my answer. So let's try 6. Again, using my brain power, I've calculated that 9 take away 6 equals 3. So therefore, I know my answer is correct. It's much the same for algebra. With algebra, you're trying to find the missing number represented by a letter in a calculation. And often, more times than not, you have to use the inverse to find that missing number. Okay, so I have a very simple calculation. A plus 17 equals 20. Okay? Very simple. Since I am adding, in this instance, I need to do the inverse and I need to take away to find the value of A. So, I take the two numbers, 20 and 17, and take them away from each other to find the answer. I would start with 20 as it's the biggest number, and we always start with the biggest number when we subtract. So, therefore we know 20 take away 17 equals A. You can choose to pause the video right now and calculate this one yourself, or continue. So, 20 take away 17, using my mental calculations, I can figure out A equals 3. If you got that one correct, well done you. Okay? So we're going to get a bit more tricky now. Okay, so I've got 3A equals 33. When a number is next to a letter, the calculation, the operation that you must do is multiply. Okay, so technically this is 3 times A equals 33. And as we were talking about previously, we need to do the inverse. So we know that the inverse of multiplication is division. So I need to take those two numbers, 33 and 3, and I need to divide them. And that will give me the answer for A. Again, you can choose to pause the video to calculate this one yourself, or you can continue on. So I'm going to give you the answer. So, 33 divided by 3, using my mental calculations, my 3 times tables, equals 11. Therefore, A equals 11. Brilliant. Okay. I'm going to give you 3 calculations, and I want you to pause the video, have a go at them, and we're going to go through the answers together. Okay, so I'm going to give you the first one now. Okay, first calculation. 4a equals 48. Remember that when the number is next to the letter, we are multiplying. So 4 times something equals 48. This is when you use your 4 times tables to get the answer. So pause the video and then we're going to go through the answer and how to work it out together. Okay? Right, so using my knowledge of the inverse, okay, I know that the opposite of multiplication is division. So I take the two numbers I'm given already, 48 and 4, and I'm going to divide them. And that is going to give me the value of a. Okay? So using my knowledge of the 4 times tables, I know that 48 divided by 4 equals 12. Therefore, a equals 12. Okay? You can work out the actual calculation with a as 12 to check that you've got the answer correct. So 4 times 12 equals 48. Yeah, it's correct. So, well done you if you've got this one correct. I'm going to give you 2 more and then 3 at the end for you to calculate by yourself. Okay, so next question. A plus 68 equals 89. Okay, remember what we were saying about the inverse. When I'm looking at addition, we are doing the inverse, okay? So the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we need to subtract those two numbers, okay, to find out the value of A. Okay, pause the video, try and calculate this one yourself, and then we're going to go through it together. Right, so 89 take away 68 equals A. So I need to take away those two numbers and that will give me the value of A. Calculating it mentally, I know that the answer is 21 because 68 add 21 equals 89 and 89 take away 68 equals 21. Hope you got that one right too. If you have, give yourself a pat on the back. Right, third and final question. It's going to get a little bit trickier now. If you don't understand it quite, don't worry. We're going to go through and explain it together anyway. However, if you do want to calculate this independently, you can do that. Okay, a tricky one there for you. I've got two things that I'm doing now. So I'm looking at multiplying with the 3a and I'm looking at the subtraction. If you want to have a go at this one, you can pause the video. If you think you'd feel like you'd benefit from another explanation, stay tuned. Okay? Right, so 3a add 11 equals 80. This is where we have to work backwards, okay? Using all of the steps that we learned today in this lesson. First of all, I need to get rid of this 11. It's not really relevant to me, really. I want to find out the value of a. I need to get rid of it. So, because I'm adding here, I need to take away here. So I need to do 80, take away 11. Okay? Take away 11. Anyone? Okay. 69. Okay? Beautiful. So, we know now that the value of 3a is 69. Okay? Remember that, because I'm going to rub this part out now. I've only got a small board. Okay, so we know that 3a equals 69, okay? Now, again, we're working out the inverse. So to work out the value of 1a, we need to do the following. We need to do 69 divided by 3. So, you can have some time now to sort of calculate the answer to that one. 69 divided by 3, okay? However, we're going to go through it again together, really, okay? My final answer is 23. 3 times 23 is 69. So, what we do to check our answer is we implement this into our calculation there. So, we've got 3 times 23, 69, add 11 equals 80. Got it correct. Big thumbs up to you, big pat on the back if you got that one correct. Well done you. We're going to finish off just by doing a few questions. And remember, if you get these questions to me as quick as you can earn some dojos. The quickest children to get their answers to these questions to me on Class Dojo are going to receive 3 dojos each, 1 for each question. Okay? So I'm going to give you 3. If you give me a minute, I'll write them on the board. Okay, first one. 4a add 12 equals 60. Tricky. Next one. 7a add 23 equals 100. And then finally, 9a add 11 equals 110. Remember, if you are the quickest to answer those 3 questions, first 3 children, you get 3 dojos each. Okay, all the 3s. 3 questions, 3 dojos, first 3 children. Hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. If you want me to explain anything else that are on the system, on the slides, just message me and let me know. Stay safe out there, and I will see you very, very soon.